Hey everyone, it's Anya. Welcome back to my channel. And thank you so much for spending some time with me today you're not helping me, but joining me in recalling what I melted through this week. My home fragrance enjoyment, my aromatherapy. I've been really touching on a lot of newish things to me, stuff I've had in my collection. And I've probably a lot more partials than I do empties in this. So I'm just literally making sure I enjoy everything in my collection, whether it's new, old, although I don't have anything over 2023 in my collection. So I'd still say that's relatively new. Anyway, and wax I've been melting that I made myself. Yeah, so let's just get into this basket. It is jam-packed full of stuff, and I want to get into this video before this intro takes over the whole thing. So let's get on into this basket. Okay, first of all, I have a small space heater in here, so it kicks on. I apologize for that background noise. Second thing is I apologize for the glare. Did not feel like putting in contact lenses just because it's the end of the day. And because it's also the end of the day, I have dry eyes, so I don't want to irritate my already irritated eyes, which is the reason why I wore glasses today. Also, the only makeup I have on is the lip color, so there's that as well. Also, feel like this headband, I feel like I'm looking bald today. So, like, maybe that's better. Now that you can see my hairline. Lord have mercy. Partials. I have touched on a lot of tubs this past week. Is that a partial? No. Oh yeah, that's partial. Some brittles. That's an empty. Partial. Lord have mercy. Okay, no, so I did still do some damage in empties, but yeah, we have a lot of partials. Okay. We'll just start. I don't have any like one of, so oh yeah, well I do the partials. I melted through some of my bag here. Sorry, this is a polypropylene bag, right? But the size that I like for my loaves was out in the standard clear bag. So these are like the non-static ones for like electronics, and they are thicker than the standard 6x8. So I've been double bagging all my bags, basically from Rose Girls and brittle bars. Like, I've been double bagging them just so I can keep things fresh, and they do a great job. They're like the Mylar pouches. So anyway, clearbags.com, that's where I got those. The one from Rose Girls that I finished or used some of is Winter Storm. I melted this the day that big countrywide weather system came through, and they were forecasting winter weather for here in the South. That usually means ice and freezing rain, maybe with some snowflakes thrown in, and that's exactly what we got. Although Sunday evening, as it was clearing out, like, we had the temperatures went up, so it ended up raining all day, but then we were supposed to get down into the teens that night. And Sundays are my early day off, so I get off around 3:30-ish. Although this Sunday I was almost off at 4. Anyway, squirrel. So there was a reasoning me telling you that story, but now I can't remember. Saturday was the day that we got the first round, and I had called out of work because my car is newish. Like, it's new to me, okay? So it was brand new when I got it. But It's 3 years old, so technically it's not new. I have wrecked every single car that I have driven on snow or ice, and I didn't want to do it to this car, and this car allows me to support myself financially, so we're not going to play that game. My life and my livelihood mean a lot to me, and I was going to say the other F word, but forget that place. Yeah, they pay my bills, but also there's no room to grow. The team morale is like, there's no incentive. Like, anyway, that's like, I'm gonna call in Saturday. I'm not coming in. So, because of that, I melted Winter Storm because we had the Winter Storm come through. From Rose Girls, this is Sweet Sandalwood, Palo Santo, Oh, Christmas Tree, and Falling Snow. I want to say there's a toasted marshmallow in her Oh, Christmas Tree. Because I get the tree, but I also get like this, like that same kind of charred marshmallow scent you get from toasted marshmallow and marshmallow fireside. I didn't get much of the sandalwood, the falling snow, unless the falling snow has an evergreen, then that kind of tied with the Christmas tree. The Palo is in here, but it's in the background for me. But this was just a beautiful, slightly darker winter scent, and it worked perfectly. Very great performer, and I look forward to finishing that off as well. We're out of focus. I don't like how there's a glare because then you can't see my eyes, and I feel like that's weird, right? Okay. 2 of Dessa's that I went through actually melted these at the same time in either alternating warmers or the same warmer. I mixed boysenberry sugar cookies, which is a fabulous berry blend. If you've never had boysenberry, you need to try this. It was so great. So this is sugar cookies topped with fresh boysenberries and vanilla cream. And then I also mixed it in with Baker's Dozen, which this is also fabulous. This is a heavier, more dense gourmand scent because there's pretzel, cronuts, funnel cake, and powdered sugar. Like, this is just a rich, beautiful, bready, fried batter sort of scent. Along with the pretzel, I've been loving her pretzel cart is amazing. This is also amazing, and that's kind of what this was actually gifted to me from Lori, but I did purchase a snap bar in this scent. I freaking loved it. Like, it was just so good. So this and alternating warmers, this just added some more depth and richness to this already buttery, delicious, fruity gourmand scent. So I highly enjoyed that. I don't know if I'll do it again, but I really loved how that turned out in the warmers. I have 2 here from Sassy Girl Aroma that I've melted through. Some partial of. So here's my 2 brittles. First one here is Snipers in the Night. I first heard about this from Chris with Wax Books and Whimsy. She says, I remember she saying that this is one of her favorite blends. So that's kind of like what I held in the back of my mind when I saw this. I'm like, oh, I think she said she liked this. So this is Beach Nights, Blackberry Jam Butter Cookies, Pretzel, and Vanilla Sugar Waffle Cone. I don't know if I like this on warm, but it also could have just been my nose and what was going out in the living room at the same time. This just had a really like brown butter scent to me, which normally I love. I love a good buttery cookie, pie crust, birthday cake. Like, I love those rich bakery scents, but something I'm looking forward to trying this out again, probably in a few months. Just because of the beach nights, I'm like finding myself not enjoying them as much as I used to. And that makes me sad because I have quite a few, but not a lot. Like, I've made sure that when I purchased some beach night scents in 2025, that it was few and far between because I was finding myself getting burnt out on beach nights. any variety. So that could have also played a part in this. There was just a lot of butter that I was not expecting. I didn't get much of the pretzel, but that's also the reason why I wanted to try this, is because I wanted to see if I could, how I enjoyed pretzel and beach nights together. That's not the part that I had a problem with. I think it was the butter, maybe the buttery ice cream tone from the vanilla sugar waffle cone, as well as the butter in the butter cookies in the blackberry jam butter cookies. I don't know. Another one I tried out, that was in my bedroom. This was also in my bedroom. I tried summer beach nights. This is sweet lavender marshmallow fireside cupcakes at Tiffany's and beach nights. Okay, so maybe because I tried them separate nights, but still in the bedroom. Maybe it is this one I had a problem with. Also need to say a precursor. Julie's, the owner of Sassy Girl Aroma. Her beach nights is a strong performing scent. In all actuality, the only scent that I've ever had a problem with that I have tried, that I personally bought, was Winter Biscuits. It just didn't throw for me. Every other scent that I've tried from Julie, her wax formula is top tier. Like, so good. It snaps beautifully. It throws in any space that I melt it. So her Beach Nights blends, I do find that a lot of them that I have tried, Beach Nights is the one that kind of lingers the longest, as well as that's what I'm smelling more of. This is very long-winded. I'm so sorry. The Summer Beach Nights, this one has the, did I say sweet lavender marshmallow fireside cupcakes at Tiffany's and beach nights. This has a lot of the cupcakes at Tiffany's to me. I think the lavender portion wasn't, it was in the background, which I would have liked it a little bit more in the forefront for me. I do enjoy lavender and beach nights together. The beach nights really creams up the lavender for me, but I don't remember. I just melted those a few days ago. Today's Tuesday and I've slept since then, so I'm sorry. Okay, I have one here from Second Spruce, and I actually melted this morning. Winter Beach Party. Went out in my living room. I cut my half of my mini loaf in 6 pieces in the living room. And my strong warmers, I changed out my Christmas warmers to my year-round ones, and I have a lot of my 25-watt ceramic warmer, Scentsy ceramic warmers out there. So very excited and happy that I'm going to be having a great wax performance wherever and whenever I melt. That being said, Winter Beach Party is now my new obsession. This is so good. You have Beach Party, which is her beach nights type, vanilla balsam, roasted pine cones, driftwood, and salty sea air. Her beach nights is also a strong scent for me in any of her blends. But the way that this vanilla balsam's in here and the roasted pine cones, you get this beautiful like evergreen medley. Then this salty sea air and the driftwood just give it such a pretty aquatic, uplifting, atmospheric, outdoorsy kind of vibe. Oh my gosh, this was such a beautiful scent, and I'm so glad I finally tried this out. This was poured in November 24, and it was a freaking champ. So I've not been having any problems with my Second Spruce, thank goodness, because she's my favorite vendor. Next, I have melted through one teeny tiny portion of my tub here. This is about what? 1/8, whatever is that, 0.125. So I've melted one. I cut this in 16. So I had the cut it in half, and then cut the halves in half, and then cut those in 8. So in my 2 tea lights, Knowles Farm typically is a strong throwing scent for me. So in my 2 tea lights in my living room, I had put a piece of Cloudy with a Chance of Cozy last night while I was melting a pour of mine of Vanilla Skin. Lovely combination. But the Cloudy with the Chance of Cozy is mahogany milk, cashmere cream, and boardwalk marshmallow clouds. I love this. I love this. I thought I didn't like mahogany milk all that much. Turns out I just need a lot more creamy, perfumey vibes to go with the mahogany milk because sometimes it's a little harsh to me. It's a very musky, like it's a very musk rich kind of scent to me. Um, I don't get a lot of lactonic notes. I don't think it's sweet all that much. But mixed with the cashmere cream and the boardwalk marshmallow clouds, absolutely freaking stunning. I am looking forward to melting some more of that, probably in my bedroom. But I melted those 2 pieces out in the living room and it was perfection. All right, 2 from Teddy Bees that I have melted or worked on a little bit. I have melted through espresso in pink lavender. I want to say like a half a tub. This one was poured in March of 2025. This is notes of pink lavender, espresso beans, and creamy vanilla. And I was actually burning at the same time my Bath & Body Works candle of the same scent. This was such a banger. Like, this is such a beautiful, rich lavender scent because of the caramel notes with the espresso. You have to like both of those to appreciate this candle and the wax melt. I just loved it. Something about it was just calling to me. Like, I wanted cozy, comforting lavender. And I was like, I don't really want lavender bakery per se. Let's go with espresso and pink lavender. I've been putting off melting this, so I'm really glad that I chopped into this and went for it. So my tub, because of the way I ended up chopping this, I have no idea how I did it. I have 6x6 bags that are pretty thick compared to my 7x7. So I chopped it and put it in the 6x6, then took the lid off the tub and sandwiched between my 6x6 and my 7x7. So that's how it's staying relatively neat, except this side, but it's okay. I'll be melting more of that later on. In my bedroom, I melted some of Cookies and Cashmere. If you've never tried this, where have you been? This is so freaking good. This is sugar cookies, sugar cookie dough, cashmere cream, and vanilla birch. This is like all the things that I love because you have gourmand and then you have perfumey. And the vanilla birch reads perfumey to my nose, but also it is a beautiful woodsy vanilla that I really enjoy. I just really love Cookies and Cashmere. I also have the pink sugar cookies and cashmere woods. I'm looking forward to melting some of that too. This is still throwing. I put this in yesterday, probably around 5 o'clock or so in the evening, and again, it's almost 6 now, so it's still 24 hours later. I'm still getting performance in here. It's not as strong as it was yesterday, but it's still such a pretty scent and a great performing scent as well in my bedroom and the living room. 18 minutes in. Chatty Cathy over here can't get her crap together. Okay. 2 that I have made that are partially melted. So I have 2 pieces left here of Pink Trees. I was just craving a tree scent or evergreen scent because one is wintertime, but also just the specific blend was just calling to me, and I'm like, I'm gonna melt this. Because I melted this, I was freaking out that I only had 2 pieces left. So I went ahead and poured myself a few clams as well as a few more for the shop because I was like, well, I'm not going to hoard all of this that I made. So let me just go ahead and offer it up for anyone who wants to participate in the RTS this weekend. So, so I made some more Pink Trees. This is roasted pine cones, pink sugar, notes of citrus balsam fir, pine, cedarwood, and amber. So the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes are another oil. So there's 3 oils in this. This is beautiful. I went like 50% of the recipe is the pink sugar, and then the other 2 oils I split evenly. And this is like one of my favorite tree vibes scents. But it's so pretty because of the pink sugar. And that plays well with the sandalwood note that's in the roasted pine cones. The roasted pine cones oil I have also has notes of raspberry, so that also plays in with the pink sugar. It's so good. It is such a pretty tree scent, and I'm very proud of that. Next, I'm also proud of this one because one, I'm obsessed with the banana nutmeg bread pudding oil from it's a dupe of the Bath and Body Works candle, but the way that this turned out made me so proud of this because also it is a great performer for about like 10 hours, which is fine and perfect for the kitchen. So Golden Ember Crumble. I melted 1/8 of my souffle here. This is banana nutmeg bread pudding, Bath and Body Works type, cinnamon bread pudding, artisan bread, fireside embers with, it's a hint, caramelized pralines, and caramel tobacco. So this is the gourmand dominant with a whisper of like a spiced smoky scent, as well as the sweet kind of perfumey caramel tobacco. But the banana bread is the dominant in this one. What's interesting though is it's dominant. It's a layer. It comes across as layered because like the first 6 hours it's all banana bread. Then the last 4 hours is the warmer, smokier vibes of the caramel tobacco as well as the fireside embers. This is so good. I really love this one. I need to offer that again so I can make some more because what a pretty scent. Okay, so that's it for the partials. I finished up a 200 count bag of the jumbo cotton balls from Equate. I have 2 tubs from Teddy Bees that I have finished. Go me. That's mine. I've been melting a lot of things that I made too, so it's actually quite dominant here in this basket. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's do the Teddy Bees because that's the only one I have like a 2 for. The first one I have here is I finished my Forget Me Not, a Miss Lala. This is marshmallow musk type blended with pink sugar and lavender marshmallows. I absolutely love marshmallow musk. I need to acquire that oil because I want to try it mixed with so many things. I love the pink sugar mixed with the lavender marshmallow, which to me is already like a slightly sweetened lavender. But the pink sugar, in my opinion, pairs well with any lavender. It's so freaking good. But that marshmallow musk makes this magical. Now, this did perform better in my bedroom. This was about a light medium in the living room, but I could still smell it. It's like a background scent. And I would get it again. I mean, I enjoy lavender blends that much that I would do that again. I can't believe I finished this tub, but I'm so proud of myself for melting and not hoarding. I finished up my tub here of Surfside Holiday Shop as well from Teddy Bees. This is birthday cake, marshmallow cream, butter cookies, cake batter, and beach treats, blended with creamy peppermint meringue and the scent of Christmas trees. She offered this for the first time in 2024, and I want to say I got a souffle of this as well as a tub. I could be wrong. Maybe I destashed the souffle, but I kept the tub. Oh my gosh. I enjoyed this a lot. Like a lot. And because of the peppermint and the peppermint meringue and the Christmas trees, it was just a really creamy, rich Beach Nights bakery blend with a nod to Christmas time. Oh, it was fabulous. This was a great performing scent as well. I would say I would have got like a 7 out of 10. That's great in my opinion. And this was highly delicious. And I am looking forward to purchasing more. I have one here from the Candle Nurse. This is my last sample that Emily has sent to me in friend mail. She gave me a crap ton of samples of some of her line. And this was my very last one. So this is Bridal Shower, which had 2 palm tree shapes in here. And I melted them both for my crock and my warmer here on my nightstand. This is notes of me and Mac dressed in black, house blend, plus can't go home, also house blend. This was stunning. Absolutely love the way that this smelled. I feel like Mia Mac has like a tobacco vanilla notes or scent. This was feminine, bougie, sweetened, but also perfumey in the best way possible. Like, I have no other descriptors for you. I am sorry, but if you no, I mean, I'm sure Emily still has her scent list on her website. I could be completely wrong, but Bridal Shower is one I would get again. So pretty. One from Rainbow Melts. This is the 2-pack of shapes here in pink, peppermint sky that Crystal had given me in our wax swap. Oh, this is freaking phenomenal. Pink sugar, peppermint cream, and vanilla sky, which has her boardwalk marshmallow, vanilla caramel, something else delicious. I haven't melted that souffle yet. But to my nose, it does kind of also remind me of Vanilla Waves from Scentsy. I loved Pink Peppermint Sky. I need at least... This would definitely be low 40 for me because this is the perfect, in my opinion, peppermint scent because it has the girly, perfumey scent of pink sugar, which is also a creamy scent to me, as well as a peppermint cream. Oh, it just played very well with the pink sugar as well as the vanilla sky. That was more in the background. Most for me, I got a lot of the vanilla notes in the vanilla sky with the peppermint and the pink sugar. Freaking, this was so good. Going in my binder. Another one I highly enjoyed is Vanilla Wafer Pie from Lavender and Speckles. So I melted 3 shapes in here in my bedroom. So I got 2 melts out of this. They have vanilla wafers, pie crust, and sugar cookie royale. I loved this. This is a rich vanilla bakery scent and one that was a great performing scent as well. Like I could smell from the crock in my bedroom all the way on the couch in the living room. So, and that's with 1 shape. So if you like vanilla bakery scents, I would highly suggest Vanilla Wafer Pie from Lavender and Speckles. That one was absolutely scrumptious. Empty beside me. So I've also finished up the last half of my mini loaf here of Fall in Love with blackberry jam butter cookies. If you haven't tried Erica's Fall in Love, it is a beautiful PPW with vanilla bakery combination mixed with a blackberry jam butter cookies. I am highly obsessed with this, and this would definitely be a loaf worthy scent for me. I also really enjoy pumpkin pecan waffle bakery blends. So banger, delicious, lit the air, smack your mama, all the good things. Okay, on to Scentsy, then Goose Creek, and then we'll talk about the wax that I made that I melted through this week. So Scentsy, this will segue into my Goose Creek. I melted Hollow Harvest, and in alternating warmers, I melted Ivory Pumpkin from Goose Creek. So Hollow Harvest is a scent based off of the original pumpkin roll scent from Scentsy with this beautiful, like, there's a woodsy, smoky undertone to this, as well as like vanilla bean. Such a beautiful, bougie, woody pumpkin scent. Hollow Harvest, I don't know why I was craving this, but I'm here for it because I also melted Ivory Pumpkin. It's a beautiful gourmand pumpkin. Creamy pumpkin, autumn spice, and warm vanilla cream. I was smelling these. I don't know why I went to my fall drawer. That's where I keep a lot of my spice. It's like in the fall category, but technically I melt spice year round, but I enjoy it in the colder months. So gourmand pumpkin mixed with gourmand woody pumpkin. This was a freaking beautiful combination, and I am very glad not only to use up my club bars, but to use up my stash. So that was fantastic. And this one was fantastic too. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can see why Melanie from Bright House Scents loves this. It has this by the truckload in her house. Marshmallow snow cream. So I melted this whole clam here in my bedroom at one time. I did 3 cubes in the crock, 2 cubes in this warmer, and then 1 cube in the warmer across my room. This smelled just like how she described it. Like when you open a popsicle, like a frozen icy popsicle that is banana flavored, it's the smell of it before you bite into it. I don't know. I don't freaking know how they did that, but this is sweet marshmallows, vanilla creme, and creamy gelato. This was like the strongest marshmallow scent I've ever smelled that didn't have like a char note to it. Oh, this was so good. I would definitely get some more marshmallow snow cream. It was so yummy, and that lasted for 2 days here in this bedroom for marshmallow scents. Like, that's definitely worth it in my opinion. Full price or on sale. So, that's it for all the other things. Next onto wax that I had made that I melted in my house. In my bedroom, I melted my clam of a night in, 2 different melts. So there's 6 pie pieces in here. So when I do one melt, it's 1 piece per warming thing in here. So a night in is basically cashmere woods, herbal, sweet and herbal lavender, musk, palo santo, and marshmallow fireside. Now the lavender in this did read a little bit more musky than I had intended with like the original formulation. That's because that lavender was not the exact same lavender that I had used in that previous release. Oh my gosh, I do appreciate this blend though, because this has just a combination of all the things that I like. I love like a sandalwood based scent. I also love lavender mixed with sandalwood, and like you have the creamy marshmallow toastiness, the deep rich amber cedar notes from Palo Santo. So this was a beautiful blend. And this was strong here in the bedroom, but also like with the sandalwood base in there, the creamy sandalwood, it kind of felt upscale in my space, and I'm here for it. So blend that I'm offering for my pre-order on February the 7th. This was a brainchild. Not a brainchild. It was inspired by the Yum Bougie marshmallow, but I was like, how can I make this more gourmand? So this is what I'm calling Pink Oven Magic. And I melted this in the living room. This is freaking bomb, you guys. Okay, so this says pink sugar, Yum Bougie mallow, Danbury shortbread cookies, my house blend of cream and crumbs, as well as frosted sugar cookies, which has a buttercream note. Oh, if you like pink sugar and gourmand together, I would recommend trying Pink Oven Magic. And when this is in the warmers, like that Yum Bougie marshmallow comes out, which is a beautiful strawberry marshmallow coconut flake dupe of the Kayali perfume. But the gourmand with the Danbury shortbread, as well as my cream and crumbs, frosted sugar cookies. There's just so much cookie goodness in this. It makes you want to lick the air. So I'm very excited to be offering this, and I'm here for my version of a pink sugar bakery scent. So excited for that one. I can't smell in my nose. What is this? No name clam. I don't know. Something I melted. Tonight in the living room, melting my clam of You've Been Naughty, which is one that I offered my winter pre-order. This is basically 2 oils in it. It has the it has the Kayali Vanilla 28 type, as well as another sugary based oil. You've Been Naughty has notes of dark rum, toasted marshmallow, jasmine, vanilla orchid, caramel, molasses, black patchouli, tonka, amber, musk, brown sugar, and velvet cashmere. This is girly, sweet, feminine, and this is like not a lady. I don't know how to describe this. I don't know. This has a lot of perfumey vanilla notes to it, but there's like a playfulness, like a sweet. I would cover myself head to toe in this scent. I love like a perfumey vanilla that doesn't lean floral. This to me does not have any floral notes except like a sweet kind of nod to jasmine, but you're definitely getting a lot more marshmallow and sugar. I love this scent. I need to make sure I have some more of this. So you've been naughty. I've had a lot of compliments on that blend as well. Another test blend that I'm trying out. This is Earl Grey tea, vanilla cream, strawberry shortcake, and bougie marshmallow. So this is one I'm contemplating releasing. I did just pour this on the 12th, so it's been past the 14 days. I love this Earl Grey oil. There's a sweetness that comes from the strawberry shortcake, but I feel like that also plays on the Yum Bougie marshmallow. But the Earl Grey in here is more dominant, so I think I'm gonna tweak the ratios to make the Yum Bougie marshmallow and the strawberry shortcake a higher percentage in the formula. Still very, very pretty. This lasted a whole 24 hours in the living room as well. This was a pour of the Vanilla Skin dupe that I have, and this is what I was talking about, like the separation of the oil from the wax, because the oil formula that this comes in is thicker than my standard other fragrance oils. Like this is not the only scent that I have that I've had this experience with, like perfume duplications. Anyway, just explaining. If you ever see that in my oil, please know that was not intentional. And if you just chop it, like I would say maybe put it on a paper towel, cut it, but then make sure you put as much of all of that mess in your warmer and it'll come out fine when you take it out with a cotton ball. Still throws great, just a little messy. Oh, this. I melted the souffle out in the living room. This is an oil called Ghost Stories, which is a smoky marshmallow scent, but this has a lot more depth to it. There's this beautiful wood in this, and I can't pick out what kind it is, but it smells like a forest. Like you just harvested dead wood out in the forest for your campfire, and there's still some sap in there. Oh, this is so good. This is definitely more woodsy than marshmallow. I just wanted something smoky and perfect for the winter time. Fall even, like in a fall evening melt. I'd melted this during the day. I'll melt this whenever the hell I want, okay? But I wanted to see what this oil would do by itself and how it smelled. And when I tested it for a blend, it gave the smoky woody component to the blend that I was melting or mixing it with, but I wanted to try it also on its own. So I just tried this out. I poured it by itself. I highly melted it this weekend. Or this week, this was poured in August of last year. And it's a powerful, smoky campfire scent, and I'm here for it. Also went through a 25-watt bulb for my ceramics. This was in my hoot warmer, but like it still shows that it's still connected in the filament, so I don't know. The one that I put in there now works, so I don't know what happened to it, but no idea I was out of focus this whole time. Yeah, so that was in my hoot, so I just swapped out the hoot. And that's everything that I have enjoyed this week. Lots of gourmand, perfumey, bakery scents. And I'm here for every single one of them. Thanks so much for spending some time with me, seeing what I got through, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe, stay warm out there. I don't want to talk about the weather in Alabama. I'm kind of mad. But I'm just glad I was able to get home and be home. And I wore double pants, double shirt, double coat, double socks, everything double today, and we finally had the heat turned on in the freaking restaurant. I don't want to talk about it. I was sweating. I had to end up taking off layers. But that's why we wear layers, right? Anywho. I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care. Bye.